Good evening, one and all. Today I am going to start a new lesson, coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is dealing with all geometrical concepts are interpreted through algebraically. I will repeat. Coordinate geometry is the branch of mathematics. All geometrical concepts are interpreted through algebraically. And you know that, students, these two mutually perpendicular lines, say x0 x dash and y0 y dash, these two mutually perpendicular lines divides the Cartesian plane into four equal parts, what we call quadrants. What we call quadrants. No, x0 x dash and y0 y dash are two mutually perpendicular lines. Divides the Cartesian plane into four equal parts, what we call quadrants. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. This is first, second, x0 y is the first quadrant, y0 x dash is the second quadrant, y dash o x dash is the third quadrant, x0 y dash is the fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, both x axis and y axis are positive. X axis is nothing but abscissa, and y coordinate, y axis is nothing but ordinate. X axis is abscissa and y axis is ordinate. In the first quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are positive. In the second quadrant, abscissa is negative, ordinate is positive. In the third quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are negative. In the fourth quadrant, abscissa is positive, ordinate is negative. Suppose 2, 3. 2, 3 is one of the coordinate. Here both abscissa and ordinate are positive, therefore it lies in first quadrant. Minus 3, 6. Here abscissa is negative, ordinate is positive, therefore it lies in the second quadrant. In third quadrant, both are negative, you know well. So therefore, minus 4, minus 5 lies in third quadrant. Here abscissa is negative as well as ordinate is also negative. Therefore, it lies in third quadrant. 6, minus 3. Here abscissa is positive, ordinate is negative. Therefore, 6, minus 3 lies in the fourth quadrant. O is called the origin. O is called the origin. Origin coordinate is 0, 0. 0, 0. You know well. In the first quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are negative. In the second quadrant, abscissa is negative, ordinate is positive. In the third quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are negative. In fourth quadrant, abscissa is positive, ordinate is negative. And the coordinate of the origin is 0, 0. It means that the abscissa as well as the ordinate are 0. Therefore, it lies on the origin. The point is lies on the origin. You know well, coordinate geometry is the branch of mathematics. Deals with all geometrical concepts are interpreted through algebraic. And you know well, x0 x dash, y0 y dash are two mutually perpendicular lines. These two mutually perpendicular lines divides the Cartesian plane into four equal parts, what we call the quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are negative. In the second quadrant, ordinate is positive, abscissa is negative. In the third quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are negative. In fourth quadrant, abscissa is positive, ordinate is negative. 2, 3 lies in first quadrant example because of both are positive. -3, 6 lies in second quadrant because of abscissa is negative, ordinate is positive. -4, -5 lies in third quadrant because of both are negative. It means that abscissa as well as the ordinate are negative. In 6, 3, in the coordinate 6, -3, abscissa is positive, ordinate is negative. Therefore, this coordinate is lies in the fourth quadrant, and the coordinate of origin are 0, 0, 0. One more important point on this topic is that is the distance formula. That is distance formula. You know well, xo x dash and yo y dash are two mutually perpendicular lines. AB is one of the line lies in the first quadrant. AB, this is distance formula. Distance between the two points. Distance formula or the distance between the coordinates x1, y1 and coordinate x2, y. The distance between the coordinates a and b. Say the coordinate of a is x1, y1 and b coordinate say x2, y2 is one of the point A, another point B. AB is one of the line. Now we are going to find the distance between A and B coordinates. How? AB is a line. It lies in the first quadrant whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. AB is one of the line whose coordinates are x1, y1 and B coordinate x2, y2. Draw AM and BN perpendicular to x-axis. Draw AM and BN perpendicular to x-axis. Also draw AL perpendicular to BN such that MN is equal to MN is equal to AL and LN is equal to AM. We have to remember this one. You know where AB is one of the line lies in the first quadrant whose coordinates are x1, y1. B coordinate is x2, y2. Draw AM and BN perpendicular to x-axis. Also draw AL perpendicular to BN such that MN is equal to AL and LN is equal to AM. You know that you want the length of ON. You want the length of ON. ON is there like this. M is any point on the line M. We add OM and MN, then only we get OM. So therefore, we add OM plus MN. OM plus MN. You know OM. What is OM? OM is nothing but x2. OM is nothing but x2. Here x2 represents x coordinates, y2 represent y coordinates. But according to the distance, x2 is the distance from y-axis and y2 is the distance from x-axis. I will tell you later. OM. What is OM? OM is nothing but x1 Mn we don't know. You x2 minus x1 should be equals to Mn. You transpose x1 to LHS, it becomes minus x1. Mn is nothing but An. You have to write An also. You want the length of Bn. This is Bn. We add Bl and Zn. Then only we get Bn. Bl plus Ln. What is Bn? Bn is nothing but y2. Bn is nothing but y2. What is Bn? You don't know Bn. Ln, you know what is Ln. Ln is nothing but A. Ln is nothing but A. Y2 is equal to Bn plus Am. What is Am? Y1. Y2 minus Y1 is equal to BL. BL. And AL. You know well, this triangle is a right angle triangle, in which angle L is 90 degree. ABL is a right angle triangle, in which angle L is 90 degree. You know well, which side is opposite to 90 degree, that is the hypotenuse. In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the greatest side. According to Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equal to AX square plus BX square. In a triangle, ABL, angle L is equal to 90 degree. Which side is opposite to 90 degree, that is the hypotenuse. According to Pythagoras theorem, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Therefore, AB square is equal to AX square plus LB square. You know AL. AL is nothing but x2 minus x1 whole square plus LB or BL y2 minus y1 whole square. You want AB x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So here, suppose a square is equal to 3, a is equal to 3. How it comes to 3? I will tell you, a square is equal to, how you remove square? Raising to the power of 1 by 2 to both sides. Then only we remove the square here. Now 2 get cancelled. A is equal to 1 by 2 means square root. 1 by 2 means square root. Similarly, we apply here. We want AB raising to the power of 1 by 2 to both sides. 1 by 2, 2 and 2. 1 by 2 getting cancelled. 1 by 2 means square root. Always we take the positive root because of distance is always in a positive. The length is always positive, not negative. Because of quadratic equation has two roots. One is positive root, another negative root. Only we take the positive root because of distance is always positive. This is called the distance formula or distance between any two points whose coordinates is x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. Then it becomes AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Suppose if any one of the point lies on the origin, if any one of the point lies on the origin, the above distance formula becomes square root of x2 minus 0 whole square plus y2 minus 0 whole square. Then we get x2 square plus y2 square. That is the distance between, if any one of the point lies on origin, the above distance formula becomes x2 square plus y2 square or x1 square plus y1 square, what we call the distance formula, or the distance between any two points. That is distance formula or distance between any two points. Clear? Let's start now. Look here, P is any one of the point. Say x comma y is its coordinate. P. This is from N. Also Pn drawn perpendicular to x axis. So Pm perpendicular to y axis. This is OXAX. This line should be equal to this line. OM should be equal to MP. MP is drawn from y-axis. Therefore, x is the distance from y-axis. So here we will be OM is what? X. But OM should be equal to MP. Where how it comes MP is drawn from y-axis. Therefore, x represents the x coordinates. But according to the distance, x should be equal to the distance from the y-axis. Distance from the y-axis. Say this is y. This is y. Look here. This is Pm is nothing but what? OM. Pm is nothing but OM. What is OM represents? Y. But the distance y is from x-axis. NP is drawn from x-axis. Therefore, y is equal to distance from x-axis and x is equal to distance from x-axis. X is equal to distance from x units distance from y-axis and y is equal to distance from x-axis. But x is axis on y is ordinate. X units from y, the distance from x units from y-axis and y units is the distance from x-axis. After that, this is say one of the coordinate A, x1 comma y1, B coordinate x2 comma y2. Say C coordinate is x3 comma y3, x3 comma y3. Now these three points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle or scaling triangle or equilateral triangle. Already I told you all geometrical concepts are interpreted through algebraically. What we call coordinate geometry or analytical geometry. You know well what is an equilateral triangle? All sides are equal in length. That is the geometrical concept. How we are going to do that? Now the given coordinate or given points are the vertices of an equilateral isosceles triangle or scaling triangle. Suppose this is a triangle. This is one of the triangle ABC. Say this is 4, this is 3, this is 2. This is 2. Definitely it is a scaling triangle easily. But according to coordinates, how we are going to do that? The given triangle are scaling triangles. The given points are the scaling triangles. The length of AB not equals to length of BC not equals to length of CA is a scaling triangle. If AB is any of the two sides, any of the two sides. AB should be equals to BC, or AC is equal to BC, or AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC. Any of the two sides are equal in length, then the given points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. The given points, suppose A, B, C are the three given points. If AB is equal to BC is equal to AC, then the given points are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. You have to remember, in the given 3 points, any of the two lengths are equal, then the triangle are said to be an isosceles triangle. If in the given 3 points, all the 3 sides are equal in length, then the given points are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Suppose all the sides are unequal in length, then the given points are the scaling triangles. Suppose if the given points are right angle triangle, either AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square, or AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, or BC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Any one of them are holds to the given points are the vertices of an right angle triangle. The Pythagoras theorem must be satisfied. If AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square, angle B is 90 degree. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, angle C is equal to 90 degree. BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square, angle C is equal to 90 degree. Take the given 4 points. Suppose you take any of the 4 points, say A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2, C, x3, y3, D, x4, y4. If the given points are the vertices of the parallelogram, the given 4 points are the vertices of the parallelogram. How we are going to prove that the given points are the vertices of the parallelogram? This is the diagonal monogram. If A